Hello, it is Throwback Thursday, Thanksgiving Day here in the U.S., November 23rd, 2023. Steve Cypress here wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving. And of course, I and every other business owner should be very thankful for the clients, in my case, the world's greatest clients. Everyone should be thankful for their customers, their patients, their members. This is a day to give thanks and be thankful and have gratitude for all that. But it's also a day I hear it more and more recently. Every time we get a Columbus Day, a Thanksgiving Day, you hear all about this, how evil the U.S. is and their conquering colonialism and how they stole the land from the indigenous peoples and all that. Well, yeah, that's true. However, that's been going on since pretty much, I'm pretty sure, the dawn of mankind. That man has been challenging other men for food, for shelter, for land, for materials, for whatever. You can all sit here and sing Kumbaya and imagine all the people living, all the world in peace and all that stuff. You can imagine it, but it's nowhere near happening, that's for sure. And so while the globalists think that we should have unfettered immigration and criminals should come from all over the world to destroy Europe, to attempt to damage the U.S., and on and on, uh, you know, peace on earth is just not happening in the short term, especially here in the U.S. If you don't realize there are enemies that want to kill us, there's China and North Korea and Iran and Iraq and Russia, whatever. There's enemies all over the place. So, ever since the dawn of mankind, there's been man looking to take over land. So, were a lot of horrible things done by the U.S. to the indigenous people all over the what is now the United States, or all over North America, in the aims of taking the land and manifest destiny, all that. Of course, absolutely. However, one thing is certain is how horrible it ever happened. That's the way life is. It happened. Right now, you're seeing Ukraine and Russia. I mean, if you look at maps in history, Ukraine and Russia, that territory's been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth for, I don't know, 1,000 years or more. And it'll keep going back and forth, back and forth. So it doesn't matter how much money the government steals from us to send to about the most corrupt country on earth, Ukraine, to try and stop this Russian aggression into their territory and taking some of their land. That's just the way it's going to be. And it's going to go back and forth, and that's the way it's going to be. And so if you're wishing for the world to be perfect and everything to be free, the greatest thing that happened to the U.S., the result to the world, is the United States. The United States has been at the forefront of innovation, of medical innovation, science innovation, technological innovation and improvement, and transforming lives. There's no doubt no one could possibly claim that human beings, the human race, isn't better off now than it was hundreds of years ago, thanks to all kinds of things going on, including, yes, sorry, fossil fuels, of which just about everything everyone wears is made, everything they eat is shipped with, everything runs on it, everything is better on the heat in the winter, the cool in the summer. Everything is thanks to fossil fuels, thanks to the United States manifest destiny and destroying lots of people and doing lots of bad things. But the result is the world is a better place because of it. And so that's really the story of Thanksgiving, is the Europeans coming to the U.S. and stealing the land from whoever was here, because I don't think that whoever was here was on the path to doing what has been done in the U.S. to better human beings, the human race, all of mankind, and the world. So we give thanks for that. And the business message behind this is similar. If you think the world of business, you're going to start a business and everything's just to be smooth, hunky-dory, and customers going to love you, and every customer interaction is going to be fantastic, and all your competitors going to be nice, and play by the rules, and be very considerate and respectful, like, you're in for a rude awakening. So it's a dog eat dog world out there. And if you don't do what's best for your company and stay aggressive and stay sharp and stay on the cutting edge and keep innovating and keep moving forward, yeah, your business is not going to exist for very long. It's going to be taken from you Similarly, as the U.S. took the land from people who were here not making major improvements and growths and scientific and medical and all kinds of advancements, somebody came in and took it. Same thing, unfortunately, happens to businesses, 90% of which go out of business within 5 years, 50% go out of business within 1 year. It's just a tough world. So if you're looking to get into business because everything's going to be hunky-dory and world's going to sing kumbaya and you've got such a great product or service that everything's going to be great, please get with someone who will straighten you out on that. But if you come to the world of business and you own a business or multiple businesses, say you're an entrepreneur owning multiple businesses, you're always looking for opportunity. You understand that with opportunity comes danger, comes peril, comes all kinds of trouble, situations, competitors, government, big business, all kinds of people are going to be out to get you. This is why Scott Alexander, when he wrote the book Rhinoceros Success, says the rhino is the symbol of the entrepreneur with the 2-inch thick skin. Understanding we live in the jungle of life and we are being attacked at any time, any day, at any moment, from any place. We got to be ready. We got to have that 2-inch thick skin to understand it's going to come, it's going to hit us. We got to shake it off. We got to step up. We got to move on. Otherwise, got to work for one of us. You got to work for someone who can handle all that and who understands the way the world is, not the way they wish the world would be. Imagine all the people living life. Yeah, it's a great song and all that. It's a great sentiment. It sounds all great. It's not the way the world is, certainly not the way a world of business is. If you're not tough and you don't have the right, you got to take it if you want it. It's not, you don't get what you deserve. You get what you earn. You get what you take. You give value, you get value in return. That's how it works. And as soon as someone else is giving more value than you, the customers, clients, patients, members are going to go to them and vote with their dollars. Maybe not as soon as that happens, but eventually it will happen. So, sorry, tough lesson, but that's what Thanksgiving means to me. Number one, be thankful for what we have, and number two, be on guard. Just as the indigenous people of North America should have been on guard, 400 years ago, when the colonial settlers from Europe came in and ended up taking a lot of the land. You see that happening in Europe right now. They weren't on guard for the last 20 years or so, letting all kinds of criminals and people that come in and into their countries. The same thing been happening in the U.S. the last few years. People just coming in and they don't want to assimilate and they don't want to be Americans, and or in Europe they don't want to be, French and Londoners and Dutch. They want to take over. They want to change everything. So that's the way the world is. Is it good? Is it bad? Doesn't matter. You can think it's good, you can think it's bad, but it is the way it is. So be on your guard in your life, and certainly be on your guard in business. That's the way it is. You got something, somebody out there wants to take it. Sorry for the realistic message here on what is normally just a happy Thanksgiving kind of day, but that's what I think about more and more these days as you see nations being invaded all over the earth, not with weapons, but with ideologies of people looking to take them over. Same thing is happening in your business. Watch out. My very first multi-million-dollar business was attacked from within. I had two different loyal, happy customers who stole my whole business and started stealing my clients from within and competing. And so caused a lot of trouble and lost a lot of business, lost a lot of fun, a lot of enjoyment of the business when that happened. But I wasn't on the lookout, and I should have been. I should have taken the message of Thanksgiving to heart over 30 years ago when that happened. It's actually 39 years ago now since I started that business. So word to the wise, take it or leave it. Happy Thanksgiving on Throwback Thursday, November 23rd, 2023. Thanks for being here today, and I'll catch you tomorrow on Foundation Friday. Over now. Bye-bye.